So you're saying if your kid or someone's kids, their needs are more than adequately met, you want to pay less? I mean, do you not want to give your kid the best that's available? Are you quantifying that now?
I want to make sure that their needs are adequately met, and I think that should be quantifiable.
So you're saying adequate is to this degree and no more?
No, I didn't say that.
But
I'm saying that
if
you should
it's
be
more than adequate, so there must be a line here.
We should probably play the tape. I think you said if there had been more than adequate.
No, you said if it's more than adequate, then I need to decrease my payment. That's what you said.
If they're more than adequately being met, and I only responded to you, if they're being more adequately met, then, and that can be shown, then I'm probably providing too much. I could probably put that money somewhere else.
Why are you probably providing too much? These are your kids. You're limiting how much needs that you should provide for them, and I think that's. You're basically saying, I don't want to...
It's a very good question, but isn't that really the purpose of child support, to make sure that my children's needs are met?
The purpose of child support is to make sure the best interest of the child is being met. And one of the reasons why child support is in place...
being met.
No, best interest, not adequate interest. The best interest of the child. Now, if the best interest is an abundance of opportunity for them, why would you want to deprive your child of this abundance of opportunity?
I don't know that I ever believe that an abundance for children is the best. So, in that case, I'll make another argument that abundance is not, more than adequate, is not always in the best interest of the children. And in this case, all I'm saying to you is that she should be able to provide an accounting. I think our court systems, our legal systems should require the parent who's receiving the child support to provide an accounting of the expenses, and so that everyone can understand the full expense of providing adequately and best care for that child. And then I can decide if I want to provide more.
But I'm seeing your reasoning for wanting to have a breakdown of what the receiving parent is spending their money on is because you're consuming yourself with what your money is being spent on. Again, if the needs are there, food, shelter, clothes, everything that they have is available to them, why are you concerning yourself with how the money is being spent? I mean, again, if it's spent on, if she's using some of that money to make sure she has a nice car, are you going to refute that? If she's using her money to make sure her mortgage is paid, and her mortgage may be $3,000 or $4,000 a month, are you going to refute that? If she's using the money to take them to a nice restaurant, you're going to refute. I mean, at what point would it be too much?
I think that there are checks and balances in almost every organization and every business. And in this situation, there should be checks and balances, in this relationship as well. Now, I'm not saying that I know what the limit is, but I do know, though, that we can identify where the money is being spent, and I think that's entirely reasonable.
And I agree, we can, but why do we have to? Why is that something you feel should be in the law? An accounting of every dime that you're putting in child support.
Like I said, I think it's a strong business principle.
But this is not a business.
Principle in our churches, our organizations, charities,
political
organizations,
our 501c businesses. This is not a business.
And even in everyday budgeting.
This is not a business.
Individual household budgeting, where's my money going? And I should be able, if I'm going to be compelled to pay it, someone should be compelled to provide me an accounting.
Well, listeners, I want to know what you think, because we're running out of time, and I really want to get your feedback. Should there, as Sylvester has articulated, should there be a requirement that the receiving parent give the other parent a accounting of particularly how that money is being spent, down to the last line item, down to the last penny? They should be able to tell them, or should be required to tell them, how their money is being spent. Tweet me at Regina_Sun and let me know what you think. Thanks for listening, and that is today's Legal Moment.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. I hope to have you again sometime.